from San Francisco, California. This is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Saturday, December 15th, 2018, and it's 5:56 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. This is day 14 of the Dog Days of Advent, where I'm trying to do a show a day for all the way through Christmas. And I need to clear my throat and take a sip of beer, so pardon me. Oh, yeah, much better. All right. Another train wreck, friends, and it's going to be a short train wreck. Mercifully for you, friends. All right, I got a couple of audio comments. Hello, caller.
Michael Butler. This is Jeff Thieleke.
Hey, Jeff Thieleke, friend of the show and longtime donor of the Rock and Roll Geek Show. Nice to hear from you, Jeff Thieleke. Never called in before, I don't think.
From beautiful Ames, Iowa.
Ooh.
First of all, how are you doing?
I'm super great. Couldn't be better. Thanks for asking.
Great. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So am I. So I'm
Glad to hear it.
long time listener.
Yes.
First time caller. I think
Long time, first time.
the only first time I listened was back when you were mentioned on Daily Squares Code, and I've been listening ever since. So
Back in
love
2004.
the show. I'm calling in with opening Butler's mail segment, but in reverse.
Turning the
I'm
tables.
opening mail from Butler.
Yes.
So I recently ordered some Butler Bites.
That's right.
And we got a big package here.
You ordered
and
4 bags of Butler Bites, which, by the way, you can order them on, if you look on the show notes on any episode of rockandrollgeek.com, there's a link where you can order Butler Bites, or just go to butlerbites.com and you can see them there as well. Grass-fed, locally sourced beef liver, organic blueberries, carrots, garbanzo bean flour, eggs, and that's it. Nothing else, friends. Best dog treats you can feed your dog. All right, back to you, Jeff Thieleke.
open it up and see what's in here.
I sent him a package. He ordered the dog treats, and I have so much stuff here. I have stuff. I'll let him talk first.
All right, so right on top, there are several packages of the Butler Bites. They're beautifully packaged, all natural beef liver
Picture of my
treats.
late dog, my dog Lafitte, who just recently died. That was her. That's a cartoon drawing of her.
Made with blueberries and carrots. No wheat, no corn, no soy.
Right.
Great stuff.
Grass-fed beef.
Dogs have always loved these, and they're getting some for Christmas. But that's not all that's in the box, because right under that is a beautiful hoodie. So it's bathroomwall.co.uk. Use the shipping code I Love Michael Butler for free shipping anywhere in the world.
There you go. By the way, I have a stack, because I'm the returns man, the U.S. returns guy for Bathroom Wall. So when people return shirts from Bathroom Wall, sometimes it's the wrong size or something like that. And if they're in the United States, if they return it, it goes to me, and I have to fill out I have to report what order number is back to Alex in UK. And I get to keep the shirts. So I have a stack of shirts and hoodies here. If you're a donor of the show and want some free shit, send me enough to cover postage, and I will send you some shit, okay? Email me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I got shirts piling up almost to the ceiling here. I got books. I got music books that have been sent to me. I've got endless stuff from people sent me. CDs, all kinds of crap, all right? From promo from book publishers and things like that. Back to you, Jeff Thieleke. So if you want anything, send me some postage if you're a donor, and I will send you some crap.
This is an awesome hoodie. This is it's the Tom Petty Aviation Academy. Don't be left heartbroken. Book now. It's a
I
nice
sent him a
quality
large.
hoodie.
You look like a
Looks
large,
great. I'm
Jeff
a huge
Thieleke.
Tom Petty fan, so
Good.
I really
Who
appreciate
isn't?
Throwing it in. There's also a couple of books. I think these are They smell a little bit like hot chicken, so I think they might be leftovers from the Rock and Pod Expo.
Right. I brought a bunch of stuff to Rock and Ride Expo.
Good anyways. First one is Let the Good Times Roll. Kenny Jones autobiography.
I need to send Michael Street one of those.
He was the drummer for Faces
and
The Who after Keith Moon died.
And Small Faces, too, I believe.
Looks like a beautiful book.
Great drummer.
I'm looking forward to reading that one. And the other one is the Altamont book. So this is really cool. I'm a big Rolling Stones fan as well.
I have about 4 copies of that Altamont book. I got another 4 copies of the Kenny Jones book. I got another 4 copies of the probably 6 copies now of that Jorma Kokkonen book. I got How to Make Money in the Music Business book. Yeah, even more. If you want any of those, let me know. Send me postage and I'll send it to you, friends. Back to you, Jeff Thieleke.
Just the whole Altamont story is crazy, so I can't wait to read that. So it's about all I have. I just wanted to call and thank you for doing your show and sending out the package and all the goodies that were in it.
Thank you for ordering Butler Bites, Jeff Thieleke. Stay frosty. You too can send him an audio comment. Record it like Jeff Thieleke did and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, or you can call the comment line, area code 706-621-ROCK, which I don't like because it never works. Oh, before I go to the next audio comment, I would like to say happy birthday to Rodney Biggenheimer, the mayor of Sunset Strip. He is 71 years old today. Happy birthday, Rodney Biggenheimer. All right, another audio comment. Hello, caller.
Hey, Michael Butler. It's Tim.
Hey, Tim.
A rock and roll runner
here
in Ohio. How's it going?
All right, it's super great. Couldn't be better. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Good to hear. Good to hear, man. I'm calling in with a show review, and this is a little stupid because this is a concert I saw 4 months ago. Back
there you
in
go.
August.
Thanks for the timely
review.
review.
On top of that, someone else already called in a show review of this.
I think 2 people
of these 2
did.
bands. Might have been Chris Capel or the copywriter. Is
Rock
that
and
the
roll
same
copywriter,
guy?
Chris Capel, yes.
It might have been him. It might have been someone else.
It was Todd Cunningham
review,
called in one.
I'll try not to just
Friend of the
repeat
show.
what they said.
Yes, please.
But this is Judas Priest and Deep Purple. Saw them at the Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati.
Uh-huh.
It's an outdoor shed. It holds about 20,000 people, like 6,000 seats. And then they have a gigantic artificial turf lawn.
Right.
Holds about 14,000.
Wow.
I had seen Leonard Skinner just the week before, and I called in a show review of that. That was Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, Hank Williams Jr., and they packed the place, completely sold out as far as I could tell. Judas Priest, Deep Purple did not quite sell it out. Pretty darn close.
Well, that's
though.
good.
I bet they had over 16,000.
Wow, that's good.
Maybe 18,000. There
good.
wasn't a ton of places left for people to be. So they still did pretty darn good.
I cannot go to watch a show on the lawn at those amphitheaters. I just can't. It's too far away. I think somebody gave me tickets to Motley Crue and Alice Cooper, and they were lawn seats. Rather than watch on the screen on the lawn, I went to the bar. They had a big, huge screen at the bar. I drank beer and watched it on the screen. It was just as good.
So this started out with Judas Priest, and I think a lot of people were there really to see Judas Priest.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Whoever
That's what
called
Todd
in before
Cunningham
might have
said,
mentioned
too,
this. I guess it makes sense for Deep Purple to go last.
Because Judas Priest is more popular than Deep Purple in the States. It might be a little bit different in other countries. I don't know.
The older band, they're Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I don't think Judas Priest is in there yet.
Nope.
I'm not sure, but they're kind of more grandfatherly than Judas Priest is. But having said that, I think at this point, Judas Priest is probably more well known and more liked than Deep Purple is.
By the way, Judas Priest coming back to the States next year. They're doing all theater shows, I think, which they played last year here at a place called the Warfield, which is a theater, and they're doing 2 nights next year at the Warfield. I bet it doesn't sell out both nights. That's just a feeling.
That's right or wrong. But anyway, whatever the case is, Judas Priest opened, and let me just quickly do the set list here.
Okay.
And I should mention, I'm not I like Judas Priest. I love Judas Priest.
You're not a
Yet
super
at the same
fan.
time, I never went and bought all their albums or anything like that. So sometimes I don't know.
Speaking of, sorry to interrupt you, Tim Smith. Remember the episode I did about KK Downing selling his stuff? And I said you can get that Flying V that he played on Point of Entry for like $15,000. Well, it was at auction. They were expecting to get $15,000 for it. It ended up getting like $180,000 or something like that. Some insane number. So Dave Slusher was right about that. I wouldn't have been able to afford that.
Of Judas Priest songs, I know them, but I'm not really an expert in them. So kind of quickly through the set list. First song, Firepower.
Yes, off the new
Number
album.
2, Grinder.
Grinder! Grinding for peace! Something like that.
Number 3, Sinner.
Sinner, sinner, sinner! Great tune, good set. These are Grinder from British Steel, right? Sinner, Sinner from Sin After Sin.
Number 4, Lightning Strike. You know, the good thing
album.
about Judas Priest, it's a little bit like AC/DC. I mean, all their songs have a similar sound.
They did not used to.
Absolutely perfectly okay. I mean, you don't
Listen to Point of Entry. Listen to British Steel all the way through. Listen to Hellbent for Leather. Listen to anything before Screaming for Vengeance, and all the songs didn't sound the same.
another sound anyway. So it just goes from one song to the next. And Rob Halford never spoke between songs the whole time. Right. Not one time.
I think
he never even.
Well, I'd see him. He goes, "The priest is back."
Announced the band, who they were, but he didn't announce himself either. He didn't say anything. Just song to song to song. Now, what did I say last? Bloodstone?
Oh, no.
After that, Turbo Lover. Of course, big hit there.
I'm your Turbo Lover.
After that, Rising from Ruins.
What's that one?
Free Wheel Burning.
Okay.
Then
Free Will Burning, is that? That's a later one. See, I kind of temporarily checked out from after Point of Entry, I think.
Another Thing Coming, and of course another big hit.
Yes.
Then he left the stage, but only he left the stage. It wasn't really like an encore. And he comes back out, and this is happening.
Hellbent for Leather. Comes out on a motorcycle, Hellbent for Leather.
That's right, the motorcycle. Totally cool. Really a great, great sound, too. They have that sound of a motorcycle.
Hellbent for Leather.
Then he went into Hellbent for Leather, Painkiller. And then they really all left. Like, now the encore. So they all left, came back out, did Metal Gods.
Metal Gods.
Guess the last two songs. Breaking the Law and
Breaking the what? Breaking the what? Loaded. Loaded.
And there you go, Judas Priest. I put down some notes just to myself. They were loud, of course, a little bit mushy. Everything was kind of mushed together a little bit.
You can expect that at the amphitheaters.
A little more separation between the guitars and the vocals. Faulkner, of course, incredible, absolutely shredding the whole time.
Yes.
I'm not a guitar expert, but I know what a flying V is now because I saw, what's his name? Christ.
KK
I called it him, the Michael Schenker. I saw him with my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I went with my brother-in-law to this. He's also a bass player, and kind of like you, does cover bands and stuff like that. So I know what a flying V is now. So there are two of those on stage. That's all I know. Rob Halford himself, you can tell he's getting up there. His voice, he couldn't hold notes, kind of chopped them off. But what was interesting is they'd still keep going, so I guess they're doing sound effects. You know, I guess you can do that. You know, sing
echo.
3 seconds of a note, but it'd hang on there. The
That's
screen
right.
would keep going.
Yep.
So they seem to be using vocal effects
That's right.
and stuff to help him out, which is absolutely totally okay, nothing wrong with that. The whole the whole concert was about an hour and 10 minutes. Big videos behind them, really cool animations.
Fire.
At one time during, I think, Painkiller, they were showing concert footage from early days, which was pretty neat. Super, super high energy. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Rob Halford gave it everything he got. The band was giving it everything they got. And whether that's an act or not, I don't care, but that's really important to me that a band does that. They're just giving everything they can. And one really cool moment was, this sent a chill into me. It was so cool because after the motorcycle was out, Rob Halford singing, and it was as though he was giving so much that he leaned over the motorcycle to help him stand up. He was just bent over it, screaming into the mic, and it looked like if that motorcycle wasn't there, he would have collapsed on the floor. It was just so freaking cool just to see him.
Probably an act, but maybe.
That much to it. I really, really loved it. So their whole show was about an hour and 10 minutes. And of course they left. And unfortunately, kind of alluding to what I said, some people started leaving. Probably lost at least 2,000 people.
Yeah,
it's hard
I've
to
heard.
say.
That's what Todd Cunningham said,
you could see
too.
there was a little bit less people. I mean, most people stayed. The vast majority stayed. But it was even sad to see anybody leaving. I mean,
Yeah.
what the heck, man?
Well,
Stay for Deep Purple.
I listened to Eddie Trunk's show, and he was on tour with Deep Purple. He was invited to introduce them, and he went on a Mexican tour when they toured, or South America, whatever, down there. And like several of the shows got canceled, so I'm guessing lack of ticket sales.
One of the most important and incredible bands out there.
Ian
So
Gillan,
really
great.
quickly, their set list.
Roger Glover, great.
Highway Star. They start with that one. Great one to start
I'm
with.
your highway star.
Home. Like,
Wait a minute,
Highway.
what's that one?
I'm a little bit the same with Deep Purple. I love them, but don't know all their songs intimately. Pictures of Home.
I don't
the
know
next
that
one was
one.
Bloodsucker.
I don't know that
Then
one.
Strange Kind of Woman.
Got a strange
Uncommon
kind of,
Ma-
I love her, I need her, better, I need her. Got a strange kind of woman.
Lazy.
I'm lazy. I mean,
Looking at Your Back Door.
looking at your back door.
Perfect Strangers.
It's a good one.
Space Truckin', which of course
Come
is great.
on.
And
Come
their second to
on.
last song that came out and did this.
Dum, bum, bum. Man, Ian Gillan has a great singing voice. That guy, you know it's Ian Gillan when you hear him sing. He's one of the most underrated singers out there. Was he barefoot, Tim Smith? Because when I was in American Heartbreak, we played on the side stage at one of the amphitheaters. It was Scorpions, Deep Purple, and Dio. And then we played between all the bands. We did two sets. We played between Dio and Deep Purple, and then we played between Deep Purple and Scorpions. Ian Gillan came out in a white, like dashiki type suit, all white and bare feet. He looked ridiculous, but he was great. Burn the place to the ground.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty fantastic. They left the stage, came out, did one more song, which was Hush. Also a fantastic song.
Thought I heard a call
A
of
few
my
notes
name
about
now.
this. I had seen Deep Purple 3 years ago, and I called in a show review of that when I saw them with Nazareth. Nazareth opened for them. That was right after McCafferty got sick. He must have gotten sick in about 2014. And Nazareth came to the States in 2015 and only did like 2 concerts. I don't know why. It's really weird. But they did one in Ohio, so I went and saw them. And I had never seen them before, so it was pretty freaking cool. And the guy singing was the same guy that is the lead singer now with them, the guy who just made the album with them. He was singing. By the way, he's damn good in concert. He sounds quite a bit like McCaffrey. Yeah. He's got that voice, McCaffrey-style voice, the early McCaffrey-style voice, and pretty good. If they ever come to the States, go see them. You will be happy. It may be at this point almost a tribute band, but man, it was fantastic. But anyway, I will say this. Deep Purple did not strike me as exciting this time. Part of that might be because I've already seen them, so it wasn't new. But Ian Gillan, you can tell also he's getting pretty darn old. I mean, he's in his 70s, and at some point, a man gets old enough, and every year they start to decline. He might be getting there. His voice just didn't seem as strong.
Sounded great what you
again,
just
he
played.
couldn't hold notes as well. Having said that, he could still go pretty high. Pretty cool. He still sang pretty darn well. One interesting thing about Deep Purple, and I remember this from last time, every song, or a lot of the songs, he'll come out and sing the song, but then he'll leave, and they just keep playing instrumentally for a while. You don't see a lot of bands really do that. And they did that like song after song.
Yeah,
and
they do a lot of jams.
With Deep Purple because they kind of have that artsy feel because that progressive sound.
Right, yeah.
Whereas Judas Priest is just straight up metal. Deep Purple is kind of artsy-fartsy in a way. Even though it's loud and hard rock,
a little hippie.
it's still a little bit artsy and really cool. They had these keyboard and guitar back and forth solo that was amazing. The keyboard guy is fantastic. Of course, what's his name? Morse is amazing on guitar.
From the Dixie Dregs.
He's incredible. But it was great. It was absolutely great. Again, it seems like he's starting to not have the power he used to, which is absolutely understandable. But again, I would go see Deep Purple. If you've never seen them, hurry up and see them before he totally loses it, because it's still an absolutely fantastic show. With both bands,
this is supposed to be a farewell tour, but they didn't say. It's called the Long Goodbye Tour, so it's kind of a farewell tour.
I feel like get some female backup singers. I've noticed this with some of these older bands where the singers don't quite have it. They seem reluctant to do that. Get a couple of
you gotta pay
female
more people to
backup
go out on the road
singers
with you
to help you out, and nothing wrong with that. You know, they just can help hold those higher notes or those longer notes a little bit better. But I think what they're doing is some vocal effects to take care of that. But anyway, that was it. Fantastic show. I loved it. Go see both those bands. They may not have the power in the singing that they used to have, but other than that, they're at the top of their game. Absolutely fantastic. So that's it. There you go. Keep up the good work, Michael, and stay frosty.
Stay frosty, friend. You too, like I said before, you too can leave me an audio comment or a show review or tell me I suck or tell me it's great or just tell me how your day's going. And I'll play it during these dog days of Advent. Area code 706-621-ROCK. That's area code 706-621-7625. But I would rather you just record it in your phone and then email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to close out with a song. It came to me today, sent to me by a guy named... Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Sent to me, it was their website. I had their website open. It starts automatically playing. Don't do that, bands. Sent to me by a guy named Cece who played in a band from Vancouver called the Spitfires. Well, he's got a new band now called Autogramm. And he sent me their album today, and I'm going to play that for him. It's kind of a little bit Cars, a little bit Gary Newman, a little bit new wave, 80s new wave sound. If you're into that, maybe you'll like this. The band's called Autogramm. The record is called What Are You Waiting For? This song is called I Want to Be Whipped. Thank you for listening, friends. I'll talk to you tomorrow for another day of the dog days of Advent. I hope you are enjoying your Christmas vacation or whatever you're doing, and I appreciate you listening to this train wreck. If you're out buying Christmas presents, Go to rockandrollgeek.com and click the Amazon link and buy your Amazon if you're going to buy presents on Amazon, because I'll get a little kickback. It's a good way to donate to the show if you don't have money to donate. And if you do donate to the show, please keep them coming, because as you know, without your donations, this show would die horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. All right, here's Autogramm. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.